All right, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about some sight words, or they're also called high frequency words. And today our sight words are were. Say that with me. Were. Were. All right. Some. Say that with me. Some. Funny. Say that with me. Funny.
Funny.
Funny. What?
What?
What? Were.
What?
Were. And were and where look very similar. Do you see that? Were and where look very similar. Where has an H in it. Were does not. And so the first thing I want you to do is, and something we're going to use when we're doing our phonics lessons, are marker fingers. So if you get out a marker finger, we are going to spell these words together using our marker finger. So if I put up this letter, I'm going to use my marker finger to spell the W, H, E, R, E. All right, and I want you to do that with me, okay? W, H, E, R, E. All right, and we're going to do that for all of our words. This next one, were. So let's start. W, E, R, E. Next one is what. W, H, A, T. What. The next one is funny. We've got F, U, N, N, Y. And our last one is some. Some is S, O, M, E. And these words are words that we're going to be using all week long, and you're really going to be focusing hard on these sight words. Let's read them together one more time. We've got the word some, funny, what, were, where. All right, and so now what we're going to do is we are going to talk about different ways that we can decode words when we're reading. And when I say decode, I mean break up words. And so in first and second grade, you probably, in kindergarten and first grade, you probably broke words up by sounds. So if I was saying this word, rabbit, you would say a, b, it. And that's how you would break it up. But what we're going to talk about this week is using syllables. And syllables are groups of letters that make a sound. And what we're talking about this week are closed syllables. And so in weeks before, we talked about the CVC pattern, the consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. And if there is a consonant, a vowel, and then a consonant, that vowel in the middle is going to be short most of the time. And so in these closed syllables, we have that consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. Here we have R is a consonant, A is a vowel, B is a consonant. So that A in there is going to be a short A sound. So it's going to be b, rab. And when we take the word rabbit and we break it into its syllables, it's kind of the sounds that it takes to make the word. And we can do that on our arms. We can do, and we also like to think of our arms as broken into parts too. We have our hand, we have our elbow, and we have our shoulder. And a lot of what we're going to be working on today is 2-syllable words. So we're going to be working with our hand and our elbow. But if we had 3-syllable words, it would be our hand, our elbow, and our shoulder. But if we have the word rabbit, the 2 groups of sounds are rabbit, rabbit. Do that with me. Rabbit, rabbit. That means there's 2 syllables in that word. This word, we've got that CVC pattern in both of them, KIT. T-E-N, so we've got kit-ten, kit-ten, kit-ten. That's a 2-syllable word, and each of the syllables are closed. And so now, these are called blending lines, and these we're going to say together, and I want you to read it with me. And we're going to start as a 1-syllable word, and then we're going to grow into a 2-syllable word. So, okay, so our blending lines are line 1, nap, napkin, pan, panic, net, magnet, cab, cabin, butt, button, tennis, river, den, dentist, pig, pigment, exit, pen, pencil, index, pump, pumpkin, tick, plastic, contest, settle, cattle, little. And so now we're at 7, which is going to be some longer syllable words. Unhidden. How many syllables does that have? Use your arm to figure out how many syllables that has. How many of you said 3? Great job. Another one. Witnesses. Do that on your arm. How many syllables? Right, 3. Suddenly. How many? Do it on your arm. That's right, 3. Unsuspecting. That one's a hard one. How many syllables in that one? You're right, 4. All right. And those last sentences are, Mr. Summit was absent from school. And the next one is, you need a good hat, mittens, and jacket for winter. All right, and so now I want you to look at my screen, and we are going to read a little story about a family going on a picnic. And what I want you to do is you can either have it open in your phonics book if you have it. It's page 25, or you can just read on my screen, and I really want you thinking about how many syllables are in the words that I'm saying. Okay, so you can either read it on the screen or you can read it in your book on page 25. It's called A Nutty Picnic. Calvin, Kim, and Mom are at the park for a picnic. Calvin has the basket. Kim hugs her toy rabbit. This is a good spot for the blanket, says Mom. Calvin digs into the basket. That's funny, he says. Where is my sandwich? Mom checks the basket. She pulls out a napkin. It has some walnuts in it, but that's all. What is in the other napkin? Asks Calvin. More walnuts, says Mom. Were walnuts the only thing in the basket to eat? Yes. Mom looks at Kim. Did you replace our lunch with walnuts? Kim grins. My rabbit likes to eat walnuts for lunch. Well, says Mom, it's not a problem. Your rabbit can have lunch now. We can have lunch at home. Have a walnut, Kim, says Calvin. All right, and so first I'm going to ask you a couple questions about this. Why do you think they called this a nutty picnic? Why was this called a nutty picnic? So here's what I want you to do. For phonics today, I will put this page up on Seesaw, and I want you to record yourself reading your high frequency words. And I want you to look at this connected text, and I want you to circle all of the high frequency words, all of our words where, what, funny, some, and where is the other one? And were. I want you to circle all of those in what we just read. Okay?